Valley News Live at noon.
New for you at noon. One man is behind bars in Grand Forks after police say he assaulted a woman with a knife. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. The assault happened last night in the 3900 block of Garden View Drive. Police say a 20-year-old woman was assaulted by a knife. However, she is expected to be okay. Authorities then arrested this man, 20-year-old Akmal Azizov, and he has been charged with terrorizing, aggravated assault, and criminal mischief. Police say this was an isolated incident. Also new for you at noon, a man is in custody after police say he fired shots in a Sanford hospital in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Police got the call around 9 this morning of an armed man who was firing shots on the second floor of the hospital. Police were eventually able to detain the shooter, and he is currently in custody. No one was injured, and police are still investigating this situation. We're following a deadly developing story involving an active shooter. 4 people, including a lone gunman, were shot and killed, and 2 others are in critical condition after bullets flew through the air of a Cincinnati bank. Cincinnati police are still trying to piece together exactly what happened, but here's what we know. Around 9 this morning, shots rang out in the lobby and loading dock of a bank in downtown Cincinnati. Police quickly responded, and at least 3 officers engaged the shooter in gunfire, eventually killing him. No officers were injured, and the gunman's motive still remains unclear. You can follow this developing story on our website, valleynewslive.com. For many people, this morning was an incredibly cold one, and the sun is having a hard time coming out to warm us up. For what we can expect for the rest of our day, let's check in with meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli.
Yeah, thank you, Jordan. Good afternoon, everybody. We have seen a really cool start again. Temperatures into the 30s and 40s, and we're starting to warm up. Noon temperatures across the region into the mid-60s. Jamestown, Devils Lake, Fargo into Lakes Country, some upper 60s from the Northern Valley into northwestern Minnesota. We got that wind from the south, and it is starting to get a little breezy, say 15 to some places 20 miles per hour, and that's starting to warm us up, and some of us are seeing some sunshine, especially in our North Dakota counties just south of I-94. Everybody else is seeing partly to mostly cloudy skies right now. We are seeing a few showers, especially just off to the south of Devil's Lake, south of Roseau. They're having a hard time developing. We have a better chance of seeing some showers, possible rumbles of thunder in our northern counties by, say, the afternoon through the evening. Most of us staying dry, though, in the Fargo area, partly to mostly sunny skies through the afternoon with a high of 76 degrees. We have an active weather pattern, multiple chances of showers and thunderstorms as we go through the week. We'll have that coming up a little later on in the newscast.
All right. Thank you very much, Justin. Some people on the border of Moorhead and Dilworth had a scary wake-up call when police set up a perimeter searching for a man. The call came in around 5:30 this morning for a traffic stop on Highway 10 and 34th Street. Police say a woman called saying her boyfriend took her car and didn't bring it back. When authorities pulled over the man, he took off running. That's when the perimeter was set up and a search was conducted. Police tell Valley News Live they were not able to find the suspect. A train bridge near Federal Dam, Minnesota is heavily damaged after a fire overnight. The Cass County Sheriff's Office says the Sioux Line Bridge was fully engulfed in flames around 1. The bridge crosses the Leech Lake River and it's now closed. The cause of this fire is still under investigation. In our consumer alert this afternoon, Ford is recalling nearly 2 million F-150 pickup trucks because of fire concerns with its seatbelts. The recall covers 2015 through 2018 Ford F-150s. The automaker says pretensions in the front seatbelts could generate excessive sparks. When deployed, that could start a fire. Ford says it's aware of 17 reports in the U.S. and 6 in Canada. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration launched an investigation in August after receiving reports of these fires. An out-of-control wildfire in Northern California continues to spread. The U.S. Forest Service says the Delta fire burning north of Redding grew to 5,000 acres in just 6 hours. The U.S. Forest Service says it is human-caused. The Shasta County Sheriff's Office is evacuating that area. Earlier in the day, the fire charred multiple semis as it spread close to a highway. On Capitol Hill, the contentious confirmation hearings of Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh are in their third day. Jan Crawford reports.
We are a system of constitutional precedent.
Like nominees before him, Judge Brett Kavanaugh declined to discuss cases he might decide as a justice.
I can't give assurances on a specific hypothetical.
Avoiding detailed answers on topics ranging from health care to affirmative action.
Do you believe having a diverse student body is a compelling government interest?
The Supreme Court has said so.
He said he understood the real-world consequences of the court's decisions, and on abortion, he tried to show
to the Roe v. Wade decision.
But he distanced himself from the president's promises on judicial nominees.
His litmus test for that list was that a justice that he'd nominate would have to automatically overturn Roe v. Wade, correct?
I'm not going to comment on what he had said, whatever he had said publicly.
He said it.
My position as a judge is that there's 45 years of precedent.
The 12-and-a-half-hour hearing featured dozens of interruptions and numerous questions by senators from both parties on the power of the presidency.
I worry that the president, the head of our executive branch, may be using executive power to advance personal political interests.
I don't think we want judges commenting on the latest political controversy, because that would ultimately lead the people to doubt whether we're independent.
Republicans are working to get a full Senate vote on Kavanaugh's nomination by the end of the month so he can be seated for the start of the Supreme Court's next term. President Trump is making another stop in Fargo tomorrow for a private fundraiser, and sources are saying it won't be his last visit to the area. Trump is traveling to Fargo in support of Republican Congressman Kevin Cramer, who is challenging Senator Heidi Heitkamp for her seat. A new report from 1100 AM The Flag says the president will return to Fargo in 2 to 3 weeks for a large public rally. No other details are available about that rally. Stay with us here at Valley News Live for coverage of the president's visit tomorrow. The YWCA helps thousands of women every year by providing them safety and security when escaping from a crisis. And today they're hosting their 35th annual Chocolate Fantasy and Chili 2 fundraiser. Until 7 tonight, you can come out to the Delta Marriott and enjoy some delicious desserts while taking part in a silent auction. All ages are welcome, with kids being able to take part in their own contest to win a few prizes. The proceeds made at this event will go back to the YWCA to help further their mission.
We want the community to have a really fun day, but also know that they're helping right here in our community by providing safety and security to women and children from our community who need their help.
You don't have to be present to bid on the items at the silent auction. You can text YWCA to 88793 and bid right from there. Coming up here at noon, we have